Vivirza official. Nihao konnichiwa, hello and namaste. This is your favorite host and host Vivirza, once again from the top of the world, and welcome to this 9th wonderful episode of spreading crypto awareness. And in this episode, I am going to dissect some of the most to be understood terms in the blockchain industries. First of all, let's talk about the nodes. What exactly is it? So see, one word can mean different thing in different contexts. If you are talking about in context of JavaScript, then that node is simply that particular computer running that particular software. So for example, Node.js means that local computer running that JavaScript software. But when you come in the blockchain space, or most primarily or most initially used in context of Bitcoin, then that node simply means that computational entity. That computational entity can be anything, can be a local computer, can be a whole mining factory employing the thousands of computers, or that may be the computer from US or from Nepal, anywhere. I mean, that node, that one node means simply one computational entity which is running that Bitcoin mining software, right? And so all that nodes on different geographical locations are connected via the RCP protocol. RCP protocol means remote call procedure, and remote call procedure is only one of many protocols by which computers can communicate with each other. There are many protocols like remote call procedure, hypertext transfer code protocol, HTTP or FTP. So all these connection protocols are facilitated by PuTTY, P-U-T-T-Y, PuTTY in context of Windows. Anyway, so all those different nodes are connected by RCP to reach a consensus in order to validate the new block. Then again, there is the confusion of validation and mining. So see, node can be validation node, which is also known as validator. So there's a basic difference between validation and mining. So validation is about ensuring there is no malicious or double spend in each transaction, and for that we have to run node fully, means more power consumption, and that running the node fully is called mining. Now let's delve to the next topic of what can be the different issues that can come when different nodes are coming to consensus, and there can be different issues like latency or missynchronization issue. That means one node may calculate faster than the other nodes, and other nodes have to wait for that particular delayed node in order to reach consensus. That is latency or missing issues. Another is one node may calculate the blocks that one particular node has calculated may have different set of transactions than another node calculating different set of transactions in that particular block. So here comes this concept of validation. So all the different nodes have to have that unique new block, right? So for that we call it the particular term mining. So there are many different consensus by now, like proof of work being the initial one, then also proof of stake. Now proof of authority is dominantly used in space. Then there's delegated proof of stake used by the US blockchain. So consensus is basically about agreeing with each other about order in which transaction have occurred. But validation is about ensuring there is no malicious or double spends in each transaction, and for that we have to run full node. By the way, there is a wonderful article explanation about this in detail, which I will be hopefully placing in the description section below. So now, building on this understanding, we will now be able to understand the different types of attack in blockchain. So by now we have understood that to reach consensus of what new block is. By the way, block is set of 24 or 30 transactions. You can check it in blockchain.info. To reach consensus of what new block is valid, majority of participant nodes need to reach consensus. And consensus, you see, can be understood very simply the following way. Suppose you are sending like $1,000 from your Miami resident to Chicago. Then the Wells Fargo present in Miami has to tell the Wells Fargo branch in Chicago that deduct this $1,000 here and add $1,000 to the recipient's account. They have to reach a consensus, right? That is the traditional consensus of two banks, and the transaction happens. But in blockchain space, no one is no human entity is doing it. It's automatically validated by the nonce and number. It is automatically validated by computer. So the consensus can be understood in most simplest way this way. So what can be the different types of attacks that can happen? So first is Sybil attack. Sybil attack is when a single node controls 51% node and reaches consensus, then it's entirely under the manipulative power single-handedly to decide which new block is valid, and they can manipulate in. So if 51% of the computational power comes under them, then they can manipulate or force it in such a way that all the new recipients, all the new transferred amounts are transferred to their own personal account, and they can do the looting, right? So, in Bitcoin, it's now practically impossible to do the Sybil attack because there are so many powerful nodes on different regions of the world racing against each other to find a new block. So one single organization or person cannot afford to buy or build that mega computer whose computational power exceeds the rest of the nodes. But like Vertigo blockchain has been under Sybil attack, and even in 2015, I mean in mid 2015 or late 2015, even the Ethereum blockchain was Sybil attack, and the Ethereum community decided to leave that forgery blockchain as it is and name it as Ethereum Classic, and the community decided to make the new corrected blockchain as the original Ethereum blockchain. So this happened in Ethereum too, but now it's impossible. What is the other type of attack? Other type of attack is Byzantine attack. Byzantine attack comes from Roman successful strategy to penetrate into enemy fields. It is about many nodes. Byzantine attack is about many nodes agreeing, but they are agreeing on false things, right? So what it analogs in blockchain context? It analogs that different nodes are agreeing on the not true new lasers. So that's Byzantine attack. So another is DDoS attack. DDoS attack is distributed denial of service attack. It is putting unlimited requests to server by bots such that server can no more throughput, and the site is down. The DDoS attack is not relevant in blockchain context. I'm sorry to mention it in the different attacks in blockchain space. So hopefully I will be placing all the transcript of these conversations in the description section below and all the relevant links. So and I'll see you on the 10th episode of spreading crypto awareness. Till then, keep learning, keep investing, and get use return on your investments. Thank you. Stay learning, stay awesome. See you.